ஊரு மகிழ்ந்திடணும், நாடு செலுத்திடணும், சாமியை கும்பிட்டுக்கோ பூமி விளையும் அப்போ. ஊரு மகிழ்ந்திடணும், நாடு செலுத்திடணும், சாமியை கும்பிட்டுக்கோ பூமி விளையும் அப்போ. நீ நையாகி பாட்டு பாடி புழுதி பறக்க பறக்க நீ போராட ஆட்டம் போடு. வந்து நம்ம மனசை எடுத்து சொல்லும்.
Give them a big round of applause.
Stay and watch the dance. Okay, go. Sanju.
Houston Meenakshi Jai. This is Gramiya Nadana Kalai, organized, choreographed by Vanilla and Priya. And everybody helped and coordinated. Thank you, every one of you participants, all the male and female kids. All within a short time, they all made it. Thank you very much for every one of you. Hope you enjoy them. Meenakshi blessings for every one of you. Thank you. All the VHS students are coming here and standing.
मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मयी उतरो.
Once again, this is led by Mrs. Mala Gopal. So thank you, Miss Mala. Woo!
I think no, they did that already. So what should I announce next? What do they want people to do? Go inside, go outside? I'm not sure. Malati. Yeah, they don't tell me anything. Oh. Yay.
Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Okay, we need some room here for the priest to come and stand. We need Consul General and Mayor to come to the front. Mayor, okay, Consul General, please come to the front. And money and ma. Okay, money adding. So please, we have a lot of people here. We want to come and you are going to be inside and see the whole temple. You'll have ample time. There's going to be Abhishekam simultaneously. All the Sannidhis. So please be patient. If all of you try to enter, we will have a problem. So we want to be safe. So just form a line like 2 or 3 people and just come as 2 or 3 people. So Dorairajan, can you just direct? And Vimal, can you direct them? So Consul General is in the front. Sri Manika Bhattar and Sri Duraisamy Bhattar are here. They are going to do a little puja and we are going to ceremoniously open the door. Vanga. Vanga, vanga. Ningil vanga.
Raja Varuno Dhruvan Deva Brigaspati Dhruvan Indrascha.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is coming to you live from Pearland, Texas. Meenakshi Temple KUMBABHISHEKAM happening, and they'll be just opening the main temple doors momentarily. This is being brought to you courtesy of NNN Media from Houston, Texas. I am Dr. NIKAM, and enjoy the presentation.
Check. Is Abhishekam. For check 1, 2, 3. We're going to have and all the Sannidhis. So in front of different Sannidhis. So you can be in front of Shiva or Meenakshi or Venkateshwara. It's going to be a simultaneous Abhishekam. So just pick one Sannidhi. Screens above, the TV screens will be displaying. So you can also see through the TV. Check 1, 2. Can you hear? There are simultaneous Abhishek. Just wait. We wait for a couple of minutes for everybody to enter. So please, you can be seated in front of each Sannidhi. So you please be seated in all Sannidhi. They are good. We go. Check.
Check. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Meenakshi Temple Kumbhabhishekam celebration here happening at the Meenakshi Temple in Pearland, Texas. They are just waiting to enter the main temple entrance. And you can see there are several thousands of people who have gathered here for this celebration. This has been brought to you courtesy of Triple N Media from Houston, Texas. I am Dr. NIKAM, and continue to enjoy the presentation. You're watching Meenakshi Temple Kumbhabhishekam. The whole celebration has been going on for the whole week, and today is the final celebration of Kumbhabhishekam, which is just completed, and all the guests are waiting to enter the main temple. This is brought to you live on YouTube and also on Google Plus under our channel NIKAM. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Meenakshi Temple Kumbhabhishekam happening here at Pearland Meenakshi Temple. Just a little bit history about Meenakshi Temple. The Meenakshi Temple was started here in Pearland, Texas in 1977, and they had a renovation back in 1982, and since then this is the next major renovation. They have been working on this for almost 18 months, and they just completed placing the kumbhas on top of 5 gopras, and they are just waiting to enter the main temple, which has also been expanded and renovated with the state-of-the-art audio-visual systems. And as you can see, the people are just slowly moving into the section of the main temple. And inside the temple, they're going to have some puja celebrations. And also, Council General P. Harish will be addressing the audience. This is coming to you live on YouTube through NNN Media Channel, and also on Google Plus. And stay tuned. We'll let you watch the show. And here I have Tara Narasimhan, who is one of the main architects of Meenakshi Temple, and she's going to say a few words. Let's listen.
And yes, namaste everyone. And I have been kind of a PR person for Sri Meenakshi Temple, as I've been doing their radio program that has been on air for almost for 15 years. So, and today is the most auspicious day at Sri Meenakshi Temple, where the Maha Kumbabhishekam festival was very grandly celebrated. And you know, the divine presence you could feel all over the place. The sanctity of this has been renewed as ever, because the Maha Kumbabhishekam is one such occasion where each of these deities are being kind of instigated into having all the powers that it is going to render with the Abhishekam that has happened just now. And you know, we had the august presence of many celebrity people who had here. The mayor of Sugarland was very proud. He was here from the day one, since the Meenakshi Temple was inaugurated in Pearland since 1982. And I've been very fortunate, Tom Reed, and I've been very fortunate that I got married, came to Houston in 1981, and ever since witnessed every important event. And this is a landmark kind of a thing that we have come up here after this many years, that we almost feel like you're in India almost.
Tara, let me ask you another question. Now they're all waiting to get inside the temple, right? What do we expect to see inside the temple?
It's all newly renovated. It has expanded and enlarged. The area has really been very kind of improved, and more space within each of the praharams. And that was a beautiful kind of a, you know, they had done the flooring completely as granite. And the Mahalakshmi Sannidhi is something very new. We had this in mind for a very long time, and today you see a beautiful Mahalakshmi Sannidhi, the goddess of wealth, has taken a very special abode, and that abode has been inaugurated and sanctified, and the darshan inside is spectacular.
Oh, that's fascinating, and I think, as you can see, people are just waiting to enter through the main entrance of the temple. And also, you have some beautiful cultural programs happening this afternoon. You want to tell us something about that?
Yes, in the last few days, it has been an exciting kind of a cultural happening at Sri Meenakshi Temple. On Friday, we had a celebrity performer from India called Mahati, and that was followed by today morning we had 3 music sessions that had presented also the beautiful folk dances of India with southern India, which is usually happens in most of the South Indian temples. And right now today we will be having in the evening a Kriti Bhatt, who will be a young star performer who is going to give a concert in the evening that will culminate with a cultural program and the Kumbhabhishekam festivities happening at Sri Meenakshi Temple.
Okay, and also you have been doing the Hindu cultural radio programs. Give us a little glimpse about Meenakshi Temple sponsored programs that you have been involved on the radio.
Yes, ever since I think about this has been the almost 18 years that we have been doing the Meenakshi Temple radio program, which is comes on Voice of Sanatan Hindu radio program, started by Pampamkant Kambhati ji. And Meenakshi Temple has been ever since presenting the program, more so to bring out the highlights of whatever is happening at the temple every week, and also highlighting the importance and the meaning and the significance of all the chants that goes on, all the meaning of the significance of the festivals that we celebrate, right from Nam Navami to Janmashtami to Navratri. All the ritualistic aspect of the temple will be presented, explained, and or more so, we also bring beautiful presentation of bhajans and a collection of music that we have been doing.
I have to tell you, Tara, because not only has Meenakshi Temple made history back in 1977 and again today in 2015 by doing this Kumbhabhishekam, and also I should say Meenakshi Temple is the first one to live broadcast this to the entire world. And the first session, which involved the Kumbhabhishekam, was watched by 87 people live on YouTube and also through Chennai channel. We also have Govind here. Govind, you want to say a few words?
Hello. Actually, when the Kumbhabhishekam is going very well, and we are streaming it on internet, and it's being broadcast in 8K radio. Everything is going great. We have never seen this many people in temple. We are so proud, and everything is going great. Keep watching on internet. Go to www.emeenakshi.org. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
And yes, Dr. NIKAM has kind of instrumental. In last week, we had the interview of Padma Golla and Srikant, who gave an insight of what is going to coming up today. But today you all saw live as it is happening. And I think this is a wonderful kind of a opportunity for us to kind of relay what is happening at the temple, share with everybody, both video, audio, and I think Dr. NIKAM made it possible, and I think it is a wonderful feeling. And more so, Dr. NIKAM, wasn't there a 70% chance of rain today? And how Goddess Meenakshi prevented, and Goddess a beautiful, the sun came out, the Pearland mayor was showing me, see through those clouds, you could see the sun peeking out just to bless during the auspicious time.
Absolutely. You know, we were here till 10:30 testing out the internet broadcasting, and luckily we were able to make it happen. And today the weather was supposed to be overcast, 55 degrees and little drizzle, but I don't know what happened to the little drizzle and the overcast. Now we have beautiful clear skies now and a much warmer temperature. And also I have Darshak Thakkar from Krishna Sounds, who has provided a beautiful sound system for the entire temple function for the whole week, and also for this live broadcast on YouTube and Google+. Darshak, you have a few words?
Oh, yeah, thank you. This is such a, I feel so lucky today that thank you Meenakshi Temple Board for giving me this opportunity. I'm really very happy that I feel lucky that Thanksgiving weekend, we always spend time with our head of the family, and I'm like Krishna Sounds and head of the family. My Lord Vishnu, my Mata Lakshmi is here, and I'm so lucky. And thank you, Meenakshi Temple. I feel such a great vibrations today. Like everything is positive. I was worried about rain, but God took care of everything. So thank you so much. Everything is perfect. Thank you.
And Darshak ji is always the kind of the voice that comes through. We are voice on the radio, but he is the voice on the live program, whether it is Janmashtami Festival at George R. Brown or Meenakshi Temple. You're very blessed, Darshak, and bringing all the beautiful sound and made it wonderful. I think it was an excellent kind of a rendition this morning with the sound. I'm sure you're looking forward to the evening program by Kriti Bhatt, and I know you've been here since Friday, presenting this beautiful sound and music. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Meenakshi Temple history and all this. I know it started in 1977. Can you walk us through some milestones in terms of Meenakshi Temple's development? Because back in 77, this was probably the only temple here in Houston area, I should say.
Yes, there was not much of a media like we had right now. It was just the Houston Chronicle that covered, and initially the group of people who donated money brought the land, and then all they had was a trailer home. And inside the trailer home, they kind of had a small little idol of Ganesha that later on developed into the Ganesh temple. That was the only first consecrated area in the temple. And later on, what happened, the main temple started kind of, with lot of people donating. And the main event was MS Subbalakshmi, one of the legend star musician. She was from Madurai. And Meenakshi is actually a goddess that has been worshipped in the city of Madurai in India. And this is the next other temple that was developed outside of India, and the first one of its kind in the United States. And when goddess Meenakshi decided to come here, the main temple got consecrated, and this was consecrated in 1982, the main temple. And when the main temple had the praharam, we had, and I would like to take a few minutes here. I do have Harish, the Consul General of India, who is now kind of, you're on radio, you're on Google Plus, and you're on live on our internet. So would you like to share what your feelings and thoughts were about today's program?
I think normally in the life of any community, it's a very, very rare opportunity and an occasion to have a Mahakumbhabhishekam of the kind that we have witnessed. The temple has seen enormous strides since the original Kumbhabhishekam in 1982. It has had a very dedicated group of management and board of trustees and devotees who have immensely benefited from the presence of the temple and from the great services rendered by the temple management. So keeping in view this, I think today the renewal of the temple, the expansion of the temple provides another immense opportunity for all of us to take part and to have greater facilities for the devotees in the temple. Meenakshi Amman Temple has always been a very unique institution. It's one of the first temples to have been constructed here. It has set into motion a cultural process within the community that has led to a lot of renewal and a great deal of hope for younger members of the community. It's a cultural focus of the Indian American community and the Hindu community in Houston. So my best wishes on this happy occasion, and may the devotees continue to serve the Mother and the Lord at the temple for many, many years to come. Thank you.
And this is the day that we sanctified the temple, as well as, have the goddess of wealth come here and then bless us all. And I think we are also fortunate to have a wonderful Consul General of India here, who has been so much involved in all our activities and, being a big support. I think it's really kind of, thank you very much for doing that.
For me, it's personally a blessing and an opportunity to be a part of this grand celebration, to be amongst all of you, to be among the devotee community. I think for anyone in Houston, I think this is a very happy occasion. Houston is an extremely warm and welcoming city. Members of the Indian American community feel very welcomed here and have been a part of the vibrant cultural life of this great city. I think we are all blessed and fortunate to be witnessing this happy occasion today.
Thank you very much, Consul General. Thank you for being here today. And you're on NIKAM Network, and we are doing live transmission of what is happening at Sri Meenakshi Temple today. And we are indeed very blessed with so many of the devotees being present here. We will have at least about 3,000 people here. And what a wonderful occasion that we have, wonderful kind of day, blessed as well as sanctified.
Okay, Tara, I got another question. Maybe you can walk us through all the different deities we have here at this temple.
Yes, as I said, the Meenakshi temple is more designed like a Meenakshi, Sundareshwara and Venkateshwara, where goddess Meenakshi was married and she was given away by Lord Vishnu. So if you have the main deity, the central part of which is the goddess Meenakshi, this is on either side will be Sundareshwara, her kind of the deity with Shiva, and the other side is Mahavishnu in the form of Vishnu, who gave the sister away. Meenakshi and Vishnu are brother and sister. And basically with that, the three main Sannidhis we had. But right now, today, the inauguration of the Padmavati Sannidhi added up with the Mahalakshmi Sannidhi also being there. So the deities of all the four gods and goddesses are present here right now. And also we do have what is called, on either side, we'll have the Nandikeshwara Sannidhi. Nandikeshwara is the Vahana of Lord Shiva. And also we have Garuda's kind of a deity inside, which is the deity of the Vahana of Lord Vishnu. So that is the main of the kind of a vigraha that you see in the temple. As well as you come out, we also have deities in the outer praharam. And the outer praharam consists of the Navagraha at one corner, along with Jyoti as well as Nataraja. On the other side, on the left and right side of the corner mandapam is Durga Parameshwari, Kanika Parameshwari, and those are the deities of Jyoti that is seen on the right side of the temple. And also we have, right on the rear side of the main temple, we do have Ganesha and Lord Ayyappa. Lord Ayyappa is being worshipped by a lot of devotees from the Kerala, as well as we have a deity of Rama, Krishna, as well as Subramanya on the other corner mandapam. These are the main deities that are kind of presiding deities at Sri Meenakshi temple, and the main deities being Meenakshi, Mahavishnu, and Lord Shiva.
I know a lot of work has gone into preparation of this function of this magnitude. Maybe you can mention all the people behind the scenes, especially the board members and the volunteers who have put in a tremendous amount of effort and hours and service to make this Kumbhabhishekam a grand success.
Yes, the present committee, every year they try to get something new. We have a beautiful youth hall, as well as we built the Kalyana Mantapam. That was one of the expansions of the Meenakshi temple to give services for all the devotees, as well as use the place for many of their private as well as major functions. And we also encourage a lot of youth. In fact, I see a youth carrying a camera here. What is your name, sir? Okay, he is volunteering here along with the media group, taking this video, and I'm very proud the young people are doing all this, and you're the ones who are going to keep this temple alive in about 50 years from now. You will be the leaders of this temple. I'm very happy and thank you for that. And I think what we can also say about the present committee, Dr. Vadaganathan being leading kind of the chairman of this temple, he has done a wonderful kind of arrangements of making this, starting with the Lakshmi temple fundraising, which I think automatically when you say goddess of wealth, wealth automatically comes. So that is the main kind of important that we have to do this, so that we will all be blessed with a beautiful thing. And also there are 4 more people who are part of this, which is the Srikant, who is the secretary of the temple, and Padmagolla, the treasurer. I think all of these made the temple much kind of successful for what is happening today.
Yeah, in fact, just a week ago, we did a segment on Meenakshi temple where we had Srikant and Padma come and talk about the whole temple activities and all these different things. And we have another guest here. You would like to say something? Yeah, go ahead.
உலகெங்கும் இருக்கின்ற பக்த கோடிகள் அனைவருக்கும் ஹியூஸ்டன் மீனாட்சி டெம்பிள் சொசைட்டி சார்பாக பணிவான வணக்கத்தினையும் நன்றியையும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். இன்று காலை இனிதே நடந்தேறி இருக்கிறது மீனாட்சி சுந்தரேஸ்வரருக்கும் வெங்கடேஸ்வராவுக்கும் சிவபெருமானுக்கும் கும்பாபிஷேகம் இனிது நடந்தேறி இருக்கிறது. எனக்கு பின்னே தெரிகின்ற இந்த ஆலயமானது நேர் பின்புறமாக இருப்பது மீனாட்சி டெம்பிளும், நான் கை காட்டுகிற இந்த திசையில் இருப்பது பெருமாள் சன்னதியும், இந்த திசையில் இருப்பது சிவபெருமான் சன்னதியும் ஆகும். இங்கே இன்று காலை மிக அழகாக பக்த கோடிகள் அனைவரும் கண்டுகளிக்கிற வகையிலே மிகச் சிறப்பானதொரு நிகழ்ச்சி நடைபெற்றிருக்கிறது. ஆயிரக்கணக்கான பக்தர்கள் இங்கே குழுமி இருக்கின்றார்கள். இன்று நாள் முழுவதும் நடந்தேற இருக்கின்ற இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை பக்த கோடிகள் அனைவரும் கண்டு வருகிறார்கள். மிகச் சிறந்த முறையிலே நிர்வாகத்தினர் மிகச் சிறப்பாக ஏற்பாடுகளை செய்திருக்கின்றார்கள். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை உலகெங்கும் இருக்கின்ற பக்த கோடிகள் கண்டு கழிப்பதற்கு வசதியாக NIKAM.com வழியாக கண்டுகளித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். பக்த கோடிகள் அனைவரும் நீங்கள் யூடியூப் வழியாகவும் கண்டுகளிக்கலாம். இன்று நடக்கின்ற இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை பக்த கோடிகள் அனைவரும் கண்டு மகிழ்வதற்கு எங்களுடைய பணிவான வணக்கத்தையும் நன்றியும் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you so much. The temple doors have been opened, and let me see if we can get you to see a glimpse of what is inside the Meenakshi temple. So stay tuned. We are waiting for our cameraman to get into the Meenakshi temple site so we can show you what's inside the temple. Thank you so much.
Dr. Nikam.
Nikam,
Yes, nice to meet you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We got another one of the main organizers of the Meenakshi temple, Dr. Padmini Natham, right? Okay, let's go ahead.
This how the Meenakshi has developed and how, yeah. You're ready? Wait.
Everything is blank there. Right.
Yeah, now it's on.
Yeah,
Okay.
close to manually.
Okay, we need to get it here.
Yeah.
Get it. Oh, okay. Check. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Excuse for the technical glitch. I'm going to have Tara introduce our next guest.
Yes, and I'm going to introduce you Dr. Padmini Ranganathan. She has been involved with our Meenakshi temple from day one, and as Dr. Nikam was asking me about how I felt right from 1982 to now, how much we have expanded and we are doing such a good work. And today was a very blessed day. And I hear a few comments about Meenakshi temple by Dr. Padmini.
Thank you, Dr. Nikam and Tara. It's a privilege to be part of this historic occasion today because I have been part of Meenakshi Temple both as a volunteer and a former chairman and an executive committee member for many, many years. And this brings back the memory of the last Kumbabhishekam that I was very involved in back in 1995. And since then, and actually from 1982, the temple has grown tremendously in terms of its size and the devotee base. And I remember that in 1995, we only had the main temple and the 3 sanctums and the Ganesh temple. The Kalyana Mandapam foundation had been laid, but we did not have any of the other structures. And it is really great to see that this temple has grown so much not only in terms of the services that we are providing, but in terms of the population. And we are able to do pretty much all the pujas that are habitually done back in India in the Madurai temple and in all the traditional South Indian temples. But we have also brought so much of diversity and additions in terms of cultural programs, food, and participation by so many segments of our community. We have a Kalyana Mandapam and lot of youth activities, the Vedic Heritage School. So I think primarily, though it is a place of worship, I think Meenakshi Temple has become an iconic institution, not only in Houston, but in Texas. We have anybody who is visiting Houston from within the US or from all over India. This is a place that they definitely come to, and we are very proud of the architecture of our temple. Our priests do a great job in terms of following our traditional ritualistic services, and we have a huge volunteer base and a volunteer board that spends enormous amount of time to make this all happen, and I'm very happy to be part of this.
That's wonderful, Padma. And in fact, this is one of the major milestones in the history of Meenakshi Temple, in terms of doing this Kumbhabhishekam, and also the fact that we have been able to reach through YouTube and Google Plus all the way to Chennai, and hopefully we'll get a lot more attention and a lot more attraction towards this Meenakshi Temple. And I know you all do a great service serving the community. Could you tell us all some of the different kinds of services that are provided at this temple?
Yes, sure. We have several, as you know, that we have different sanctums in our temple, both to cover the Shaivite traditions and the Vaishnavite traditions. So we are able to provide all religious services connected with those deities, both in-house in the temple, but we do send our priests outside also for any kind of a home pujas, starting from Graha Pravesham or wedding ceremonies, Upanayanam, and our temples do go outside of Houston also for these private events. And many of our priests are very eminent, and they are invited for similar Kumbhabhishekams in other temples within the United States also. So we come from a very rich tradition that is primarily followed in Madurai temple, but we have the capability of following other traditions also. So starting from things like a naming ceremony for a baby to a car puja, all the way up to Kumbhabhishekams in other temples, we are able to provide those kind of services. And in addition, we do have the Kalyana Mandapam and the youth center, which can be rented for private events and for weddings and for all kinds of cultural programs. And so we do cater to mostly religious, but lot of cultural activities as well.
You have a big, like a Kalyana Mandapam hall where you have a lot of cultural programs and all these things. Maybe you can highlight on some of those points.
The Kalyana Mandapam and the youth center are two buildings that are side by side. So they do cater to events as small as 100 people or 150 people, all the way to more than 500-600 people. And we have many occasions, including the temple functions that happen there, where the Kalyana Mandapam is used for the ceremony part, and then the youth center is used as a big dining hall for huge weddings, and we do our temple fundraisers, annual fundraisers there. We do our annual Diwali bazaar there, where we have vendors who come, and clothes and jewelry and things like that, and we have food vendors. So on a given day, January 1st or Diwali, we cater to more than 5,000-6,000 people who come through the temple.
Padma, it's been a great pleasure talking to you, and I think we're getting a feed from inside the temple. So we're going to switch over to inside the temple, so all the listeners, watchers, viewers from all across the globe can see what's happening inside the temple. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see people have gathered inside the table, and you'll be able to see all the different deities. Maybe Padma, you can explain, inside what people can expect to see.
Basically, what is happening now will be the Abhishekam, which will be happening simultaneously in all we have right now the three main deities, the Meenakshi Sannadhi, and we have Venkateshwara, Shiva, and the new Lakshmi sanctum. So there will be Abhishekam happening simultaneously in all these sanctums. Yeah, so the Abhishekam will be happening now simultaneously, and following this will be the Meenakshi Kalyanam and the Venkateshwara Padmavati Kalyanam, which will follow the Abhishekam. There will be a time for them to redecorate the deities and open the sanctums again for darshan, and that will be followed by the Kalyana Utsavams.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we'll get back to the view inside the temple and watch what's going on. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching inside the temple celebrations happening, and we're just trying to get the audio signal to come in. Stay tuned and enjoy the show. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we are making progress here at the Meenakshi temple. I got a few more icons from the Indian community, and I would like to have their opinion as to what the impression was about this Meenakshi temple Kumbhabhishekam today. I will start off with Amin.
Namaste. It was amazing. A lot of people came today, and we witnessed the Lakshmi Kumbhabhishekam, and also we did the darshan from inside. It's a real joy, and we are very excited to see all this progress in Meenakshi temple, because I witnessed this since 78 through now. They have made a very big progress, and today we are really overwhelmed to see the large crowd here.
Okay. I'm in the August company of the Hindus of Greater Houston, the ex-president on one side and Vijay Palloji on the other side. And I think we as Hindus of Greater Houston should be really, really proud of today, the landmark event at Sri Meenakshi Temple, as well as, the many different temples that we have built in and around Houston makes a lot of significance and impact for the Hindu community, as well as our showcase who we are at the end of the day. And I think the temple has definitely developed in dimensions and the awareness, and I can see young people, like this kid being so enthusiastic in being part of doing the media and helping us. And I think it is excellent that we do that. And here is Vijay Palloji.
Namaste and Vanakkam. And as Taraji and Sharbat said, it is a very auspicious day for Hindus to witness the historical moment. And I'm also been to the temple since 1980. And next year in 2016, we will be having our Hindu Youth Award at this temple. So we're really looking forward to work with the management of Meenakshi Temple and Hindus of Greater Houston. Dhanyavad.
I have a question for Vijay Pallad, and Amin can also answer. You've been here for probably 3+ decades. Tell us how the Hindu community has made progress culturally, spiritually, and all in different aspects. Let's start off with Vijay, then we'll ask all the other three.
I was talking to yesterday some key people who built this Hindu community in Houston. In 1970s, there were hardly 500 families. Today, we'll say very proudly that over 125,000 Hindus are there. When I say 125, it includes a lot of Hindus who practice Hinduism because ours is the way of religion. So it's a huge number. And now, in those days, we never had camps. Now every temple almost had their own camps. And Meenakshi Temple has been celebrating big Diwali day, and it's been very successful. Now they started first, but now many other temples are following. So things have really changed. It is a great time to be a Hindu in Houston.
Yes, we have evolved a lot from, the day one when this Meenakshi temple was in a trailer home, from in a small kind of a place, that how we expanded it and how the community has come together, grown together. And now I look forward to our future generation to take it up and organize what we have done so far. And I'm sure it will be preserved in its own kind of a special way.
Before I go to Tara, I also want to ask you to highlight on some of the signature functions that are held here at the Meenakshi Temple.
Yes, like Vijayji brought out a very beautiful point about the landmark event of the Diwali Bazaar that happens every year at Meenakshi Temple, which is a pioneering kind of a thing, bringing the whole community together to celebrate the Diwali Bazaar, as well as, they used to say one-stop shop before the Diwali happens. And also it ends up culminates with the beautiful fireworks, because the Pearland has been a little bit kind of nice about doing the fireworks. That used to be done just like Diwali in India. We used to give the, fireworks to people to do it. And then later on it became too huge and expanding. So we decided to do it only like the one that we do on a July 4th weekend. And also another very important kind of a thing event that happens is the Shankranti festival, the Pongal festival starting in Shankranti in the January. I'm going through the calendar year. We do also what is called the Tamil New Year's, which happens in April. They follow the solar calendar, which happens in April, May, as well as right now for the past 8 years, we've been doing what is called a Chitrai festival. As I said, this is the presiding deity goddess Meenakshi. And in Tamil Nadu, that particular month of Chitrai becomes very auspicious to celebrate goddess Meenakshi's coming into Pattabhishekam. She becomes the queen. She is the only child for for the king, and he wanted her to be both a man and a woman, so that he trained her in war, he trained her in everything. And that is the festival of 10 days, a Chitrai festival. And moving forward, we do have May, June, July is kind of little bit regular puja schedule. But then again, when the Navratri starts, the 9 days of Navratri, a very important festival. Of course, Krishna Janmashtami, as well as the calendar year of all the Hindus, every religious event is being celebrated here.
Yeah, I've been in Houston since 73 August. I came here, and I have seen, like Dr. Nikam is asking, that how the Hindu community got, progress and grew in Houston. We used to meet in University of Houston, and I used to go to airport to get the reel of the movie. And then we used to show the movie. We had barely like 50 people coming to see the movie and all those. And then we have a temple at Meenakshi temple. We held the camp, overnight camp. And like Taraji was saying, the Diwali, the very first Diwali we had here as a Hindu group. We celebrated at Meenakshi temple when they had a trailer home. So we evolved, the Hindu community has been evolved. And I just want to give one message to my friends in India, that Houston is the place to come. So if you ever think about coming to US, I think come to Houston. You won't miss India at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a presentation of Meenakshi Temple Kumbhabhishekam celebration, brought to you by NNN Media. And I also want to thank my friend Darshak Thakkar for providing excellent sound system, and Raj for providing a video feed to this live video stream to YouTube and Google. This has been a historic day, not only for Meenakshi Temple, but also for NNN Media for being able to live stream this to YouTube, to India, and also Channel 8 in Chennai. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.